that wear glasses.
I told you before we got on, I wear glasses all the time. I don't wear them on the pods or on
You're
video
scared.
work. They're just, whatever. I'm vain.
Yeah.
I'm vain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brent,
Well, you
I
are a
actually
little
said it.
younger than.
Go
I
for
need
it.
them, man. I'm squinting on the computer these days.
Same. I said it the other day. I was like, God, I need glasses to read that. And
Yeah.
all I have are just like, they're not even readers. They're just fake glasses, blue
Oh,
light lens.
you know,
And yeah,
those big glasses that women wear, like the,
Blue blockers.
big. Yeah, like my wife wears them, and that's what I've been wearing the last 2 years. In front of my computer.
Nice.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well,
I've seen
awesome.
those on before. How new are those glasses?
These?
Yeah.
They're just Costco readers.
Huh. They get it done.
I
Get
don't
it.
know, man. You pull them off.
Okay,
off.
good.
So
That's what I'm
Oh,
wearing to GutterCon then.
for those that don't know Bren is the founder of GutterCon. He put that very first show together in our industry. I mean, there's so many stories and tales and things that have evolved from your show. I got to, tip of the hat to you, man. You really
Oh, thank you.
put on a good one. And I mean, I met Colin for the very first time. We knew each other online in the Facebook groups, but we met together.
Colin
I
spoke at the first one too, I think, didn't you,
did.
Colin?
He
we
did.
both did. Frank did
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, that's
Frank,
right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Frank, did you at the first one?
I
Yeah.
did. Yes.
Yeah,
I
he
did.
talked about Gutter App. Yeah.
Right. Even back then.
Yeah,
Wow.
we were talking about marketing. Dan
Yeah,
Fitzgerald, my
that's right. You and Frank,
partner,
right?
and I were up on
Or
stage.
you and Dan. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Scott Malashis, my good buddy Scott. I met Scott in person for the first time there. So many faces, so many people. We
Yeah.
had a great time. What Bren does, if you haven't been to one of these shows, he puts together some educational stuff, but Bren is a lover of all things fun. Bren is a party animal, if you will. So he likes to find ways for us to go catch a sporting event or multiple or a concert or
Right.
he always pieces together a social element at night. It was a VIP package. I don't know what you're branding it as now, but it's so much fun because we do the gutter thing during the day. Everybody bonds over
Hard work.
that.
Yeah.
And then at night, we really get down and have a good time. So
Yeah.
I've really had a blast at these things.
Yep.
Tell us about this year. You just came back from Vegas, right?
Yeah. I was
Tell
in
us what you
Vegas
got going
last
here.
week. Yep. So this is our 5th annual GutterCon. So it's a little bit special. It's our first, it's our first mile marker. I would say 5 years, right? So we wanted to step it up a little bit. I mean, we've been doing it in Orlando. Orlando's easy as an event planner.
Sure.
I mean, flights are easy to get in there. They're usually relatively inexpensive to get there. Usually the weather's nice. And of course, for me as an event organizer, I'm dealing with the same hotel every time. I know the people. It's click, click, click. It just makes it easy. So, but, I like to listen to people too. And, you got to switch it up sometimes. So that's why. Well, that I can't say that's the reason why we switched it this year. Actually couldn't get my dates that I wanted, and so that made me start looking. I was like, well, maybe this is the year. I started with a sister hotel down in Orlando, and but I really felt last year we included our VIP tickets, and I think that's what you were leading up to, Frank.
Yes.
We usually had a VIP event, and last year we didn't have a VIP event. We actually just let everyone come to Top Golf, which was awesome. I mean, we had 250
It
people at
was.
Top Golf.
Oh, we took
So
the whole place over. It was wild.
yeah, we had the whole floor rented. Um, so this year, um, we're not. I don't have a VIP plan yet. I haven't been in touch with Top Golf yet, but I think this year we might let people be out on their own. I think there's enough people that know each other,
Right.
and there's enough of these groups that people are saying, "Oh, well, we'll see you at GutterCon." I think
It is Vegas,
it is
and
bad because people are going to find something to do.
it's hard
So
to
Right.
pin people
There's
down.
a lot to do. There's
Yeah,
so
there's
much
too
to do.
much.
it's
There's
hard to
too
nail
much.
people down. They want to, after the committed show during the day, they want to break loose and jump around. And go find their fun, and there's a flavor for everybody in that place.
There certainly is. There certainly is.
That's
In
right.
fact, one of my meetings, and this, Frank, I had this in mind for you. We are thinking about doing. I kind of lied. We are thinking about doing a VIP, and you're actually the VIP person that I have in my mind for this event, and it's the
Really?
Chippendales.
Well, great, perfect. I've been working on that hard, and my wife has been driving the programming on that, and
Oh yeah.
I have a dance down. I'm ready to go, my man.
Oh, okay. Well, Colin, I would say we could even include you in your cowboy hat.
Yeah,
In that, I think the two of you up there, it would be a fabulous
He's
VIP
got
that'd be
event.
jokes. He's
awesome.
got jokes right now, huh? He's really coming in.
Yeah, he's
He's saying,
full of it. I
he's
like it.
ready to go.
I
Yeah.
like it.
Do
That's
appreciate
awesome.
it.
So we're still working on it. I mean, we are literally less than 3 months out, which doesn't sound like much, but we're still working on the details. We're still working on the agenda. We're going to have, last year, I felt we had I think we had 8 or 9 speakers. And I just felt that it was a little bit too much time, too much time in the auditorium with speaking people speaking. And so I think so. What we're going to do this year, it's a little bit different. We're probably going to have 4, maybe 5 speakers. So we're cutting that back. But the difference is, and then we're going to have our vendor floor open for most of the 2 days. So
Okay.
that's going to be better for our vendors. And then we're going to have breakout sessions. So I have a number of rooms, and I'm just going to use an example. I know, Colin, you and I have talked, Frank, you and I have talked, but let's just use Colin as an example. So let's just say Colin he's got a new gutter part that he wants to kind of show off or talk about. He could have this breakout spot, and he's going to have 40 minutes to an hour. 40, 50 people can come to this room. They'll sign up to come. Listen to Colin, and there's going to be people that don't want to buy at Colin's part, and there's people that are going to be really interested in Colin's part. So rather than having everyone in the room and forcing everyone to listen to everyone, we're going to have a little bit of choice too. So we've got
Okay.
a number of people, and actually, I'm going to put this out there because we still have some space. And if someone has something that they want to share with the gutter community, whether it's a product or a service or something, anything that's going to help the gutter industry, I think is what we're looking for. So if you've got something that you feel you can bring to GutterCon and bring to the gutter community, just give me a call and we'll see if we can find some space for you.
That's awesome.
And yeah,
How do you want people to get a hold of you, Bren?
um, the easiest is through our Facebook page or by email. I'll give you a couple things. The easiest I think would be on our Facebook group, which you can just uh, you know Google, or how do you do
Yeah,
that? I don't even know how you
I
find
got
me
it.
on
I
Facebook.
just tagged it on the Facebook
Oh,
Live.
okay.
So I
So
tagged
the
your Facebook
easiest
page.
thing would be to join the GutterCon group, and that's where we do all of our postings for what's happening. That's where you'd go to reach out to me. Just say, hey, it's Colin. I'd like to set up a private call, and then I'll give you a call.
Sweet. Cool. Too easy, man. I
Yeah.
like that. So you're expecting what, maybe like 4 total on stage speakers,
Yeah,
or what are you
four to
thinking?
five is what
Okay.
I have slots for 5.
Cool.
So I have them all lined up yet. We're still speaking with a couple people, so we'll have that agenda finalized. Well, it's the end of October, so I would say by the end of November we'll kind of have our total agenda. But essentially, like, let me just tell you I'll tell you the agenda without any names. We always, every year, we have a meet and greet on Thursday evening, and that happens the day before GutterCon.
Yep.
Uh, so GutterCon happens on the 20. I should have known this right off the top of my head here. Sorry. It's the 23rd and 24th. So Friday and Saturday. Those are our conference days. So January 22nd is the meet and greet. So registration, of course, my family. My mom always comes,
Yeah.
and my daughter and son, and now their better halves are coming. So it's
Nice.
a real family event,
That's cool.
and they're all excited about coming to Vegas.
Right.
So between 4 and 7, there'll be registration. You come get your registration badge and get signed up. Let us know you're here in town. And then 7 o'clock, this was one of the things that I lined up actually while I was down there. Being in Florida, you can usually count on being outside, and our GutterCon dates are usually end of February. We're a little early this year. So you can usually count on good weather in February. And we've lucked out the last 2 years. We've been outside for both of the events,
Yep.
and it was really nice. Like nice spring weather,
Yeah.
being outside. It was just awesome. But I don't think we can really count on that in Vegas. It gets cool in Vegas. They got the
I
pool shut down.
yeah.
There's no
Oh,
pool
really?
out.
The pool is shut down.
There's no outdoor pools in January. They were
Okay.
open last week, but I think come December, January, February, they're shut down.
I just Googled it. I said average temperature in Las Vegas end of January. And January's average high is 58. The low is 28. I had no
Yeah.
idea it got that cold out there, but
Oh, yeah,
Oh
apparently it
yeah,
does.
no, it's wild. It gets so extreme.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
But February average is 66
yeah.
and a low of 33. So we're like right on the cusp of
That's
January,
right.
February. So we
That's
should
right.
be hovering upper 50s, lower 60s maybe.
Yeah.
So
So
should
to
be
my
nice.
point, we need an indoor event.
Right.
So we've got this. We're our GutterCon is being held at Planet Hollywood this year.
Yeah.
So Planet Hollywood, it's a dated hotel. It's not new and up to date. I'm going to say that, but and that was one of the other reasons I wanted to go down just to see exactly what we have, because if you've stayed at the Hyatt before, that's
Prices are
top
up there.
level.
It's expensive.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's top level and you pay for it.
Yeah.
So one of the other things that I'm very cautious of this year, and I think one of our problems was last year, and I don't think I really finished what I was going to say about Top Golf. We included Top Golf, and our so that made our ticket price higher. Our ticket price last year was $9.99, which included a $250 VIP event. So this year, we wanted to bring the cost down because I think that 999, that $1,000, I think that affected, that kind of maybe scared some smaller guys away. Event like this, you like to bring your wife, maybe the family. It costs money to do these, to come to these events. I know that. I have a family. I know how much it costs. So I really wanted to kind of tone that down a little bit this year. So that being said, our hotel price, or our room block they call it, it's 150 a night. So it's way down compared to, I think it was 289 at the Hyatt last year.
Right.
So it's essentially half the price.
Wow.
That is
I mean,
that is a very, very
that's
Yeah,
good.
listening to the crowd. I mean, I will say, that's the toughest part sometimes is you have a vision, you're the producer of the show, but got to listen to the audience. And I
oh,
think that was one of the big
absolutely.
uh, pushbacks, or the buzz in the crowd. It's like, wow, this is too expensive. And so,
Yeah,
all right, give them what they want. Give them what they
yeah,
want. Let's see how it rolls out at Planet
yeah.
Hollywood. I'm down for that.
Yeah. So being in a different venue, a different city, being in Vegas, cheaper ticket price. We're going to give you if we end up having a VIP, you'll have the option. So if you don't want to go to the VIP, or you don't want to spend that extra money, you don't have to. I was really toying with this, and I think, Frank, you and I spoke about this before. I know, Colin, you and I have struggled with this in years past about the cost of food. I've always included breakfast and lunch in our ticket price, and I think it's so important. You know, I'll use this phrase. I don't use it often, but breaking bread around that conference table,
Yeah.
you get to meet so many people at breakfast and lunch. at GutterCon. That's and our happy hours and our meet and greet. And I think those are the best times at GutterCon. I don't want to make any light of the speakers, of course. I think that's important too, but and food is part of that.
Right.
So I struggled this year. I thought, maybe could we have a ticket that there's a ticket with food and a ticket without food. But what ends up happening is,
Mm.
how do you control it?
Right.
You
And
know?
everybody wants food, and who's going to be the police
Well,
saying,
no,
"Nope, you
everyone
can't
needs
eat"?
food,
Yeah,
right?
right, right.
So I don't know if you've ever eaten in Vegas, but I'll tell you, I was just there last week, and you don't get a hamburger for less than $25.
Right.
No,
So if you want, to eat anything,
that's
so I
right.
just kind of took that out of the equation. So,
Yeah.
as other years, we're also, providing. We've got the meet and greet on Thursday evening. Let's get back to the agenda. Friday morning, we're going to be kicking off at 8 o'clock with our breakfast. 9 o'clock, we'll have a couple speakers. The vendor floor will open shortly after that. We'll have lunch provided. Vendor floor will be open all during lunch and after lunch, and during that time, we're going to have these breakout sessions. And someone, I don't know, I've got a couple people, couple vendors we're speaking to about sponsoring happy hour. So happy hour is definitely going to be on the table both days. And that's always a nice time around 4:30,
All right.
having a beer with everyone. And then, of course, Saturday morning, it'll be kind of the same thing. We'll have breakfast in the morning, kick off with a speaker or two, and vendor floor during the day. And we'll follow up at the end of the day. And of course, during the day also, there'll be some breakout sessions. And again, happy hour to kind of finalize the conference. And we'll have a final speaker at the end.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
So that's the agenda. So the only other thing I'd like to tell people, and this is actually kind of huge. This is one of the reasons why we did change our dates. And it's because I am piggybacking on another conference, and that conference is the IRE, the International Roofing Show. So
Huge show.
it's a
Huge.
huge show. Yeah, I wish I had their vendors. Wow.
No kidding. I think I
Uh,
looked it up. There's something like 250
oh
vendors or
yeah,
something like that.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
huge.
So we're actually speaking with them, and I'm sure we're going to have some special promo items.
Where
Uh,
I'm sorry, is that at Planet Hollywood itself or that's
no,
some
no, it's at the convention center. It's too
okay.
big.
Monster.
It's a huge event. A
Okay.
huge event. So the IRE is a lot. It's all about roofing. So I know there's a lot of gutter guys into roofing, a lot of roofing guys into gutter. So we're really hoping to cross pollinate a little bit here with vendors and attendees. So so if you come in, you may not want to do the whole IRE show, but if you did, our room booking starts 3 days before GutterCon. So you could actually fly in for the IRE,
Oh,
get my
nice.
cheap tickets or cheap hotel room, stay at the Planet Hollywood, and then you're there for the week or however long you're
That's
going to
awesome.
stay. Yeah, I thought so too.
I love
So
that, Bren.
and I'm working with them. I can't say for sure, but I'm probably going to have some free tickets too that we're going to probably give away. So maybe so all of your listeners hope they tune in every week because we'll
Pay
probably be
attention,
able
guys.
to give a few of those away.
That's
Well, we'd
huge.
love to have you back on here or on the groups or something to figure out how to give one or two or a pair or whatever you
Oh,
want
I think we're going to have
to.
probably 10 or more to give away.
Hey man, we'd love to be the venue for that, you
Yeah.
know.
Right.
So,
Right.
so we're going to piggyback on the IRE show, and without looking at their thing, I think they're the 19th, 20th, and 21st. Colin, are you googling that IRE Vegas?
Yeah. Um,
We need to geofence that facility.
I'm pretty sure that it is because I thought their last day is, yeah,
Our
the
happy hour
20th through
day.
the 22nd.
Yeah.
So yeah, your happy hour
Yeah.
day. Yep.
So I know I'm speaking. Well, for example, Alurex, they're going to both shows, and a shout out to Alurex. It's their
Yep, Value
25th
X.
anniversary this year for their business.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's super cool. Super cool.
Right.
So they're going to be doing something special down there. We haven't
I love it.
heard all the word of what they got planned, but I know they're planning for a big celebration this year.
Or maybe they'll do a Chippendales too.
Well, Tommy and Kevin, I'll tell you. Well, that Kevin fella, I'm
That
telling you.
Kevin fella. You Canadians are hilarious, man.
Well,
That Kevin fella. Yeah, Kevin can hold his own on a Chippendale stage, probably. I would
no
agree.
doubt about it. No, no. If Tommy, if you're listening, I'm sure you can too.
Okay.
Sweetie.
Yeah,
Yep.
he is the sweetie for sure.
Hey,
So
Bren, I've got a question.
yeah,
If I'm buying tickets,
yeah,
so we've got the pre-early bird right now that we put in our comments.
yeah.
So the first ticket's 500 and then $400 per employee or team
After,
member or
yeah,
spouse or
if you have three
whatever.
or four wives, they're each 400.
Yeah. All right, sweet. We're going after the Mormon community now. So
Absolutely,
Yeah.
um, I know not all Mormons are, so sorry if I offended you. But
you did not offend
anyways,
me.
if I only buy two extra tickets now, can I add more later on at the same 400? What does that look like?
Yeah, yeah. It's probably you probably wouldn't do it through the portal. It's probably something you'd have to deal with me direct. I'm not that.
Okay.
It's just little old Bren here, so you probably have
Right.
to call me directly.
Okay. All right. I know I'm
But yeah,
bringing
I
two,
would
but I kind of want to bring like six. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
But
I definitely would. And just on that note, budgeting for this might be a reason for that. So yeah, we'll work with anyone. If you could actually register them even if you want through me, and we could set up a couple monthly payments if that made sense too. So
Very nice.
if you're in the situation where you're not quite sure or you want to spread it out a little bit, best thing to do is just contact me directly, and I can do an invoice rather than going through the portal.
gotcha.
Excellent.
Cool. All right. Sweet.
Yeah, and I
Well,
think there's a few people that are doing what you're doing, Colin. Ben Conowitz, I know I chatted with him the other day, and he's bringing some of his team, and I know he has in the past too, and it's been invaluable for him and
right.
his team.
It does. I mean, it's a lot of buy-in. Like,
Yeah,
just brings a whole nother like level of like, oh, my boss isn't this greedy a-hole. Like,
yeah,
he wants like this is a community-wide, a trade-wide thing. We're all
yeah,
increasing.
yeah.
It's really cool.
Well,
So
and on that note, I've been trying, and I've talked with guys like you. How can we get installers to come? And this event, it really is it's been, I should say, company owners conference. I'd love to find a way to include installers and make it a little bit more relevant for them, maybe like
right,
have an employee track, or Tony Cobb and I have talked so many times about having a certification. I know other people have talked about it, having certification in the gutter industry. It's just someone's got to pick up and do it. And
right.
GutterCon would be a great place to do that. To do that
I
That's
would
for
right.
agree on
sure.
that for sure. I mean,
Well,
even on the technical side, right? There's probably 3 or 4 modules that
Oh yeah,
everybody wants to see, whether it's copper or
yeah.
soldering or hand
right.
cut
Safety,
miters or
safety.
Yeah.
safety.
It could be done. It could be technicians. There could be sales. There could
Yeah,
be management. Like there could be all these
absolutely.
different
You know, it'd be
layers.
cool
So,
if you had the ability to hit somebody with an OSHA 10 card at the event.
ooh, that
Oh,
would be kind of
what you think
cool.
of that? There's a lot of
Well,
these.
I don't know what an OSHA 10 card is. What is it?
Well, yeah,
You
you
Canadians,
Canadians.
you're so unsafe. You're such
Yeah,
an unsafe gentleman. Well, us
yeah.
Americans, what we do,
They say, "Oh,
safety,
Canada, not
very,
OSHA."
very,
So,
we're very critical about our safety. So we have this OSHA 10 and then an OSHA 40 training. Actually, it's becoming like a prerequisite. OSHA 10 is like you have to have it for any kind of
It's yeah.
municipal work, or
Yeah. We
prevailing
certainly have
wage job.
something like that here too.
But
right.
it's 10
Core,
hours
we
supposed to
call it
be.
core certification, which is a little higher level, but you got to have your first aid and what we call it WHMIS, workplace hazard assessment thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but like if you did it like on a Thursday, or we had an OSHA 10 trainer. A lot of these guys are consultants. They don't work
yeah,
for the OSHA. They're kind of like an outside entity that is able to pull together people, and they jump company to company with the bigger firms, and they'll put on a course, and then they could create the card. That would be pretty cool to have an OSHA guy there,
Yeah,
It would.
right, cutting
and
cards.
they would be
Yeah.
pumped up to be there too.
Yeah.
Big
Pump
time.
their chest a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's that's not that's there's still time for that. We have some space. In fact, we're speaking with a couple people about doing. I think Frank, have you ever done something the day before? Yeah,
I
you did
did one last year. Yeah.
yeah,
The
and
ninth grade,
Colin,
of course.
the year before you did something
Yep.
with us.
So quickly.
Yep.
You did a full day thing, I think, didn't you?
I did. Yep.
Yeah. So we actually do have some space. We have nothing organized for Thursday yet, but I know that there is going to be something that there are going to be a couple things happening on Thursday that they're not GutterCon events, but we're helping organize it and host it. So it'll
Nice.
be at Planet Hollywood and
Okay.
within the realm of GutterCon, just not something I'm going to be doing myself.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, my collective here, we always pull a rabbit out of the hat.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to put something together. I think we need to talk to the programming team and see where we are on hard dates. But
Yeah.
I'd love to showcase some software there.
Yeah, well, we'd love to see it. As long as that's something to do with gutters and not Chippendales, we're all over that, Frank.
That's
Man,
right.
why do you create these hurdles for me? And oh,
Maybe, I just had an idea.
Uh-oh.
Who was it that set up the company Gutter Hunks? What's his name?
I,
Uh,
I've never
Tip
heard
of
of
my
that.
tongue. He worked with Tony Cobb. Um, Gutter Hunks, and you made me just think you could have this new gutter company called Gutter Chippendales, and that might
Yeah,
be just the
I'm
thing to
very
do.
modest.
Yeah,
Very modest guy.
Ay, ay,
I don't
ay.
know, Bren. Where are you going with this, man?
got 3 months to organize it,
You're
Frank.
making me feel so awkward.
That's right.
I
I
have to cut.
We
well
could
I
talk
just
about what I said in the green room if you'd rather.
yeah.
Well, hey, it's all fair game. Put it out there
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
first.
I just bought 3 tickets. So
Okay, today or just now?
literally just now while
Good
we
man.
were on
Oh,
this call. So
super. Going to the
I just
casino
bought
There you
them.
tomorrow.
go. He's the
So
first guy
yeah,
to put it out there publicly. Let's go.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and these events, they're not big money making events. Uh, you'd love to see my bills that come in at the end for food and beverage. It's really
Well, you know
kind of
what?
funny.
Tell the audience why you do it. I'd love to hear from
Yeah,
you. This is your
that's
fifth
right.
year.
You
I
know,
venture to bet that there's a different reason why you do it every year. It
you
kind of
know what?
morphs and
I
changes.
hear it every year, and
Yeah,
that's what keeps me going. I have so many people that uh, a number of people, and it's usually a husband and wife team that are working together.
right.
The husband's up on a ladder. Gonna make me cry here.
Oh,
Husband's up on a ladder. She's home taking the phone calls, barely, making it every week.
mm,
And they're just struggling, and they spend this, $500, $1,000, at the end of the day, $2,500 to come to GutterCon, and it was a big decision, like maybe even fights about coming. Like we can't afford that, but they come, and they get so much out of meeting the Franks and the Collins, and they meet people that are in the same boat they are.
right.
Maybe they don't have Facebook. Maybe they're not in the gutter communities, and they get to
Right.
meet all these people. And you want to know the other thing is, um, I've been going through some health issues this year since GutterCon, and I've had more people in the gutter community reach out to me than I've known over the past 54 years.
Wow.
So,
Amazing.
Wow.
yeah.
It's a testament to you, Bren. Like,
Well, thank you,
yeah,
Colin.
absolutely. No,
For sure.
you're a genuine dude, and you care a lot about people. So,
Well,
I
and
think
I
people
care
see
a
that
lot.
in your
I,
events.
I care a lot about the community too. Like, if I had a septic pump truck, I'd probably have septic tank on.
Yeah.
I really do enjoy putting this stuff together.
Then we'd be
Um,
making poo poo jokes.
yeah,
That's right.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, but I do really get a kick out of the younger people, and I'm 54 years old now, so I can look at people like my son's age, who has been working in my business,
Right.
and I can see him coming along, and I remember him coming to GutterCon, and the last couple years he was just amazed at how this all kind of came together, and it amazes me every year too. So
Two things I want to add about this show and shows like them. There's a psychological element for those that are worried about the price, worried about whether they could afford it. The anecdotal story Bren just told about the husband and the wife. If you find a way and you make it work and you find the funds and you get your butts there, there's a switch that gets flipped. There's a psychological element to your commitment to the show where you put yourself in your brain and your ability to absorb energy and information at a different level, and you go into that show like a sponge, and you find and extract all the valuable things that are there. Number one.
Hmm.
And the second point I want to make is I can't tell you how many people, including my own blood. So last year, my brother attended. My brother's
yes,
been in the business
I
for
remember meeting him at Top Golf, and
And
your
your
dad
dad.
was there
and
too.
my
Yeah.
father. And so out of nowhere at the 12th hour, the two of them said, "Hey, we want to come to this GutterCon, and we know you go every year. We'll see what this thing's about." My brother's in the industry. He's got his own company. He started out with me. He worked for me for years, and that's where he got his chops. Long story short, he's one of the type of guys that would poo poo something like this. I don't need that. It's not for
Yeah,
me. It's not for me. But to see my brother open up like a flower at the show, and again, it's this psychological element. When you're in the throes of it, you're in the element. You're in the middle of this ball of energy, and everybody has a like mind, and they're all coming from the same industry. You
yeah.
can't help but like get
Right.
get ramped up. You get all kinds of pumped up. My brother left that show with such a vigor. It's such a like a just some newfound stamina that he had, and he's still running on it. And
Yeah.
we were
Cool.
talking 2 hours ago about the underdeck system that he saw at the show and has
Oh, okay.
implemented, and he's selling and he's installing, and so like your brain goes on another level to find all the goodies that are tucked away in that show, whether it's meeting people, meeting new folks, having personal conversations in the corner, socializing with a bigger group, what have you. You get out of it what you want, right?
Yeah.
But if you show up, step one is showing up,
That's
finding
it.
the way to afford the damn ticket, get your butt out there, and once you're there, you can't help but win. You can't
Yeah.
help but get an education or some new, even if it's one new goodie that you go home with, that might be enough to ride you for the next 6 months on a
Right.
ball of energy to change your business. You go home and you change your
Yeah.
business.
Well,
I
and
think
it doesn't. Uh, I'm sure Colin and both of you have probably said this at GutterCon when you're up on the stage or whatnot. Um, you just have to change one thing in your $500,000 business to pay for a ticket.
that's
One
it.
little thing.
Yeah,
I mean, one
Money
one thing, and it'll pay for that ticket every single month. You know,
exactly.
a good point.
there. To Frank's testimony about his brother, I think a lot of people show up to GutterCon or just any show, right? Not GutterCon, but any show or event to peacock and show how cool they are, and then they realize really, really quick within like the first 20 minutes that their business is really, really, really tiny. And
Yeah.
there's always somebody else with a much larger business.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, okay. Like,
That happens when you go to Chippendales too, by the way.
yeah.
Oh, geez.
so,
Gotta put that in there.
so, so when you have your 300 to $800,000 a year business in your town and you think, man, I'm
Such a
King Tut,
baby.
I'm
Qué
making
dinero.
$200,000 a year. And then you show up and a guy like Corey J gets on stage and is talking about his $10 million a year business, or Tommy Mello gets on stage and he's talking about doing $300 million a year. You're like, oh,
I'm a child.
Yep, I am a child.
I'm
My
a child.
crap does actually stink, and I need to figure this thing out.
Yeah.
And it humbles you, kills your
Right.
pride, and you're able to learn so much more when your eyes are opened like that. Because we live like, if you don't surround yourself with people like this, you live in your little 3 foot world, and you are doing really well. You're doing better than your buddy who's still,
Well, you
working at
know,
the union
you
or
you
working wherever.
you just kind of steered us in the right direction, Colin. Where else can you find like-minded people that are in this extremely niche industry? If you read any of these self-help books or you listen to any of the big guys out there that tell you how to improve yourself, they say surround yourself with those that are doing. Surround yourself with those
That's
smarter,
it.
better, the guys that have done it, the guys that have already succeeded and have done what you're trying to do. Get around those people. Well, here it is. This is it. This is
That's
the
it.
environment. This is the room or series of rooms with those people in your
Right.
industry. It doesn't get any better than this.
Yep.
Yeah, and one thing I will add to it, too, not everyone wants to be a $10 million business. They don't strive for that. Not everyone wants to have a monster that size. There's more $1 million companies or less out there than there are anything else, and there's a lot of those guys there. And I've just met some, just awesome guys, and just I can't say enough about them.
That's
So
right.
I'm
Yeah.
sure they're obviously in every business, in every industry, I should say.
Right.
But us gutter guys, we're a different breed.
That's right.
We're a different breed.
We are.
We
We're
know it.
different.
We know it.
Yeah. That's right. So
That's the bond that brings us together.
Yeah,
that's
for
right.
sure.
And it's awesome.
So I don't
So
know what else I can add to this. I told you I wasn't going to do an hour, but geez,
Here you
yeah.
are. You could
here
just
I
Well,
am.
I think there's a couple housekeeping things we need to go over. So we put that link everywhere that this thing is running live. That is only good until, what did you say? Next Thursday, next Friday?
I said so. Today is. Let me go back. Today is the 30th. We're going to go till. Let's pick a Sunday night. So
Okay.
November 9th. That
Oh,
gives
okay.
you,
So like a week and a half.
yeah, it gives you the week
You're
to think
generous.
about it, and the weekend to push the button.
There you go.
And
Okay.
I'm going to do one more thing, okay? And I just thought of this now as we were talking about these, people that, may not be able to. I'm going to throw in one more thing to your listeners. If you've got, and I know how these go, there's 1,000 people that watch it, but not even half of them get to the end. I don't know what the stats are, but for those of you who listen to the end, I'm going to give 2 tickets away, a husband and wife team. So
what about
if you buy a ticket, if you buy a ticket between now and the 9th, of those people, I'm going to start right now, October 30th. Anyone who buys a ticket between now and November 9th, I'm going to pick a couple and I'm going to rebate their tickets.
All right. So they have to. So I just went through and bought. It only asked for
You
my
don't count.
name. I know. But it only asked for my name. So should they put, I just want it to be clear for you. Should they put Colin and Megan DeHaan
Hmm.
as the name? Is that how you want to track that?
it's a good question.
Good question. So it didn't ask for the second name.
It didn't ask for any of my additional
So
attendees'
one of
names.
the things that we do when we reach out when there's multiple people, we reach out with an email and get all the personal information for everyone else.
Okay.
So there's a couple reasons why we do that, and this would be another good reason. Now we can kind of figure that out. I
Track that,
really
right?
want to make it a. I really like to make it a husband and wife thing.
Okay.
I hate to get
That
the
no, I
the
get
general
that.
managers out of it, but if you can afford a general manager, you can afford to bring them to GutterCon.
That's right.
So I'll figure out how to deal with that. Just buy the ticket. Obviously, you'd have to buy 2 tickets, and
Right.
you'll get contacted from us to see who your second is. So
Perfect. Okay. All right. So just buy the ticket plus the one more. So you're going to
yep,
spend $900, everybody. Nine
yep,
hundred bucks.
you're
500 for
saving
the
two
first.
hundred
400.
bucks. You're not going
Yep.
to get any cheaper than that. I
No.
think that's GutterCon 22 pricing.
I think that's even less. I think it was like 650 was
Yeah,
our early
it
bird
was.
price.
Well,
So
the early bird pricing I think was $4.99 and $3.99.
was it?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah,
So,
Really
anyways,
good number.
yeah, pretty amazing.
yeah.
I mean, I bought it, so you guys should too. And hopefully, I buy like 4 more. I think I'm gonna be able to wrangle like 3 or 4 of
How
my
many
team
did we
members.
have last year, Bren? What was the head count there?
We were down a little bit. We were just shy of 300.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yep.
So let's
So
all
this
try
year,
and hit 500 for
yeah,
Let's
2026.
this
get
is
that.
what I'm really shooting for our fifth year, 500. I've hit 350 the year before. So I know 350 is in us for this year. I think that's just our starting point. I feel I'm working towards 500. That's what we'd
Let's
love
get
to have.
5. Let's get 5.
I
Colin and
got,
I will do our part to.
you know what? I actually only have room for 482.
There we go.
So
All right, so let's max it out. Let's see
Strike while
full
the iron's
occupancy,
hot.
right?
482. Yeah.
Strike.
482. Okay. Well, shoot, man, you better start that kick. That only this many spots left, right?
Yeah.
Like get that
Yeah.
clicker
Well, I
rolling.
don't want to cut it off yet.
Right.
One last thing though. There's time for the IRE show before. Remember, I said you could get your hotel spots for three
Yep.
days before. I also got 3 days after. So if you didn't want to come to the IRE, but you wanted to go to the Grand Canyon on Sunday and Monday, you could stay an extra couple days at that same room rate.
There you go. Bren, I guess this is another big question. I literally have IRE pulled up because my team, we're going to do a whole week out in Vegas when we do
Yeah,
it. It's, 130 bucks for a non-member for the expo only pass. They got different tiers, right? But that's like the least expensive one.
yeah,
And that's just expo floor for
yeah.
250 vendors or whatever.
Which is worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But are you working with them to try and like get a deal for GutterCon members to attend
I
IRE?
think I don't I don't think I'm going to be able to get those higher level. We're such a small event compared to them. I feel privileged that they took my call and I had a meeting with three of their upper ranking staff. So they didn't poo poo me away, that's for sure. But
Right.
I think the big thing, they wanted to get people on the vendor floor. So that's
Okay.
probably what I'm mostly going to have.
Gotcha.
I still have another meeting with them, so I'm going to ask the question. I might be able to, wrangle something else out of them.
Okay. Well, I'll hold off on buying my IRE ticket.
Yeah. Wait. Wait.
Should
Oh,
we?
wait, yeah, wait a week and
Okay.
reach out to me. But I'll,
Oh, I don't know if there's anything to talk about collectively too. I mean, we plan on doing the same thing, so
Yep.
yeah,
I don't know.
Cool. Well, Bren,
okay,
thank you so much, man. Good to see you. You look good.
yeah,
Your
Yeah, you
glasses
do
look
look good.
good.
yeah,
So,
a little
yeah,
bit more sophisticated.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So, well,
Well, I
awesome.
really appreciate what you guys are doing in the community. I know what you're doing, and it's tough. It's tough to do something every week. And like my good buddy Augustine always says, I don't know what the hell you guys talk about all the time, just gutters,
Yeah. Well,
but
we've committed to it. Colin is
Right.
a commitment based guy, and I said I'd be. I'm going to meet him in the middle, and here we are, man. We're just
yeah,
pushing
That's
this
right.
thing.
yeah, exactly. So
I think it's
I think
important.
you guys make a good team and really appreciate you having me here today to this is kind of like a kickoff for us. It's,
Well,
we
we
just let the
appreciate being
tickets out.
that
You know,
platform for you.
I think
So, thank
it's.
you.
I think we should have you back a few times before the show. I mean, this is a great platform for you to
Sure.
speak on it, and please come back whenever you want to talk about it. We're here
Yeah,
every
well,
Thursday.
I think the next time we chat, maybe we should plan the week of November 14th,
Sure,
or
we'd love
sorry,
love to have you back.
13th. We can announce who got the free
I
tickets.
like that. Let's put it on the calendar here. Let's do it.
You know what?
All
I
right.
haven't even told Frank this, but I'll be
Yeah,
traveling that day.
I
I
think I
might.
might be traveling too.
Wait, hold on. The
So,
14th.
the
I'm out of town
14th.
myself.
Yeah,
You're out of town
we're
too?
all
Yeah,
traveling.
I am.
So, all right, everybody, no show on the 14th.
The
But
14th is a Friday. I'm traveling on the
oh, the
14th. The
13th.
13th
I'm
is when
traveling on the 13th.
I'm
I'm
free.
traveling
13th.
the 12th through the 14th. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm doing a
Boom.
trip out
Okay.
west. But
Well, we'll at least
We'll work
make
on
the
that.
announcement somehow that week.
the week after, what a great Thanksgiving present,
Yeah,
right?
there you go.
So,
Yeah.
Perfect.
By the
yeah,
way, just one last thing.
Shoot.
Uh, really sorry about beating the hell out of you guys in the baseball game. No,
You know
I
what?
I'm
You
not a
know
big
what?
baseball fan, but I'm telling you, we're pumped up here.
I'm
Yeah.
okay with
We
it,
are
dude.
freaking pumped.
You
Yeah.
know what? We don't take LA, man.
Yeah.
That's California, and we kind of leave them to beat
Yeah,
us.
they're
Yeah.
them.
But
Yeah,
I'm actually more Toronto than I
Yeah,
am
well,
LA.
you're closer to Toronto than I
That's
am.
right. I
You're just
know.
across the pond there.
Right.
yeah,
So, and they
But
got my
man,
boy Max Scherzer, and he threw a
yeah.
gem a couple days ago. So yeah,
former Met.
Isn't it incredible what they're doing? Just awesome.
yeah,
It's really really sometimes you just need things like that to bring the country together no matter what your politics are.
Yeah,
that's true.
it's the Wild
Yeah,
West right now, brother.
Sure
that's right.
is.
So
Sure is.
Well, we
awesome.
can't wait to break bread, but let's definitely have some meets between
Yep.
now and then and get you back on here.
Okay,
Cool.
guys. Sounds
Everybody have a good night.
Good night, y'all.